What is happening there, Reject Nation? Greg and John here. Today we're gonna watch the latest trailer for Shang-Chi, and I'm just freaking grateful this did not come out at 5:30 in the morning. We can enjoy it in the evening. Anywho, very excited for this. Pinoy Pride, I hope there's a couple of Filipinos in this one. Let's do it.
Throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power.
Oh.
If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you're strong enough to carry them.
You are a product of all who came before you.
Michelle Yeoh.
The legacy of your family. You are your mother. And whether you like it or not, you are also your father.
Oh.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried. Glad I was right.
Some imposing rings, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
People, be careful how you speak to me, boy.
Yes, I'm so excited she's in this.
I thought I could change my name. Start a new life. But I could never escape his shadow.
Razor fist.
My son, you can't run from your past.
I'm so excited they brought the. Oh!
Fang Foom.
I didn't think they'd show Fing Fang Foom in the trailer.
All you need is that little glimpse, boy.
Oh, hell yeah! Whoa, is that Wait a minute. Gotta go back. It looks like Abomination. We're not 100% sure. It looks like Abomination.
Well, and with the multiverse opening up, I mean, it could just be a slightly revised or slightly nastier version of the character, because like, there's a lot of similarity there, it looks like.
Well, I believe Emil Blonsky's supposed to appear in the She-Hulk movie. But anyway, like, that's a big surprise. And Fing Fang Foom, I'm surprised we saw Fing Fang Foom in the trailer. I really thought they would wait until the actual movie to unveil such a thing. As far as what we're getting here with the trailer so far, man, it just looks like a damn good Asian cinema film with the Marvel flavors throughout. I'm loving the cinematography by Bill Pope. That looks great. But yeah, you know what I'm kind of getting vibes of? Have you guys seen the show My Hero Academia? A little bit of the position that Shang-Chi is in sort of reminds me of Todoroki. This guy who has these powers, and it's like, yeah, I like my mom.
Yeah.
I love my mom.
And I got a horrible relationship with my abusive father.
But I do gotta accept some of the things and skills and the parts of me that are like my dad. I imagine there's a bit of a psychological progression I'll have to go through in terms of being like, I have to learn to take what's good that I learned from my dad, primarily my badass fighting skills, and also, you know, learning, and a big part of letting go of some of the bad stuff is you have to accept that you have some of those qualities. Like Shang-Chi looks like beyond more than just the cool, charismatic guy that Simu is. He has a darkness in him. He has an edge in him that I'm very much excited to explore here. And the fight scenes and visuals do look great, but what I thought was really most impressive to me about this trailer is the reintroduction of the Mandarin, the 10 rings. John, tell me you did not think those 10 rings looked excellent.
Those looked rad, and yeah, it's a
excellent.
recontextualization for what they can be in this new iteration, and also going off the fact that, you know, we had the fake Mandarin with his finger rings, like, yeah, to recontextualize it and to build upon it, it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It looks like the perfect way to sort of recontextualize this for the now, because, I don't know, there's just something so much more badass about watching those shots of them, like, linking together and falling down, and then you think, like, well, with all the different powers combined, like, what are the capabilities?
Well, it looks like we're gonna have some just incredible action set pieces even before we get to this established tournament. But the showdown that they're building up, it's been while since I can think of a standalone Marvel movie where I'm going, I cannot wait for the finale fight between the protagonist and antagonist.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what you would want for just a good martial arts film, generally speaking. But for a Marvel standalone film, that's an element of this that I wasn't expecting to walk away from this trailer anticipating here. I'm not sure what the choice of reason is to have the music of like this rap R&B music for this film. For me, it doesn't personally fit the flavor of the trailer because it feels so like traditional martial arts epic, and then you got this like rap music playing over it. So it doesn't quite vibe with me. But maybe if the music is featured in the actual film itself, I might enjoy it a little bit more. But as it stands, yeah, this is super impressive.
Oh yeah, well, and just the array of different like martial arts movie scenarios, like, you know, they're having the scaffolding fight. It looks there's going to be some foot chases, some car, you know, like weaving through the streets of the city, and then you go further and you get your fighting tournament stuff, your battle between father and son. It looks like it's really going to encompass so many different kinds of fight scenes that you would see in a martial arts cinema type experience, but then fused into the scope and scale and the science fiction of Marvel. And it looks like a pretty interesting blend with even some of those, like, you know, martial arts epics, the sort of like Chinese opera style epics blended in for maybe some of the flashbacks and stuff like that. Like, it really looks like they're going comprehensive with this film inspiration.
I gotta say, man, looking at this one shot of Fang Foom, that is an imposing ass image. Because whenever I imagine it, I was like, a big green dragon.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. Do it underwater.
This is kind of
so
terrifying
much more
to
dramatic.
look at. This is a terrifying image when you just look at it alone.
Yeah.
And I wonder how it'll ultimately play out in the film itself with the 10 rings. I feel like when Shang-Chi wins, he's probably gonna win. I don't feel like he would he take on the 10 rings? Do you guys think he would actually take on the 10 rings? Because as much of a legacy as it's made for his family, it's also seemed to be a bit of a curse that runs through the blood of his family too. And considering his father seems to wield so much of his power through the 10 rings, doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who would. Well, we'll see. It might be interesting to have I wouldn't want Shang-Chi to be relying on the 10 rings. He's already the greatest. I like what we know about Shang-Chi already as the greatest martial artist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe we will see the shadow clone effect, but ultimately this is a film that has this interesting backdrop about family and sins of our fathers and accepting your past. A lot of interesting stuff on display. I'm so happy. This looks so good. This looks awesome. This looks badass.
Something
This looks
fresh
good.
to look forward
This looks
to.
really cool. My only real complaint is I'm not sure about the music choice in the trailers. But guys, leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe, click that bell, hit that like button. And of course, it's the end of the month, so I wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to the patrons who are pledged at our Deleted Text and BTS tier. Crook,
Cliff Rodriguez,
David Alexander,
Chris BUSTIN,
Mr. Crispy,
Stoned PC,
Oi, Danny Pancakes,
Alex Beaver,
Kathleen Maya,
Pseudonymous Entity,
Olivia Del Guy,
Differently Sane,
Nash Sanadiki,
KELLI HALES,
Jacob Gonzalez,
Levitt Odell,
Josh Barnes,
Sean Davis,
Oscar,
Lauren, American Horse.
Thank you guys so much for pledging to our Patreon page and showing your support at the level that you are. Sincerely, it means a lot to have you here, and it helps out the channel in more ways than you realize. So I'm very grateful. Hopefully you've watched some of the stuff that we post exclusively at that tier.
Only this is what you're here for.
But I'm happy to give you a little shout out, guys. Thank you so much. Sincerely, thank you.